Mix well before you. See that? No, nicely done. Don't worry about the stuff sticking out because they will be all sanded out when they dry. But that is pretty much good enough for the wall. So if you see that, it's brilliant. Now just gonna do the top bit and we'll sand it out later. So this is good. If you're really fussed up about getting it right from the first time before waiting it to sand to dry to sander, some people might, well, I would sometimes get a wet sponge and then with the sponge just go smoothing out, and it would look also as good. But this is fine. I just wanted to wait for dry. I've got a lot to do, so a couple of hours will be absolutely fine. Just pressing the air bubbles inside to hide them. When you buy that stuff, it looks like a cornflakes texture. When you finish doing that, it's kind of like a toothpaste. Nice. Just to show you what it looks like if it's out of the pack. Looks like this. So you see the bubbles there. But after you mix it, this is what it looks like. Cream. Here we go. Now what do you think? See, now it looks better or good. These items you see here, like, how do I show you? See this bit here? You can take with your finger. Don't worry about it because we'll sand it later once it's dry. I'll show you that later. Same thing here. You see those little things sticking out? Just leave them. Don't talk to them now. They're happy. right? Also that bit, no need. This will clean with a knife. Actually, this, it makes sense. This one we can do like that. Maybe I went too deep. Like this. Camera.
Another actor or object, and if you get near that, that kills the car. But the car shouldn't.
أعطيت هذا يساعد زي في الإكسل.
Good morning, all. Now the next day, the day after, the following day. Now the thingy is dried, the plaster, or the sealant, or the filler. Sorry. Now it's dry. We just need to start sanding the stuff to make sure it's. You can see all the, the big stuff sticking out of the wall. Needs to be covered. Oh, sorry, sanded down, and this whole thing would look absolutely fine. So just gonna start sanding now. Using 120. This time I got a piece of wood used as a sanding block, like this. So you check the difference. Now you see the one we're just sanding now, how nice and soft and brilliant it looks, as opposed to the old unsanded stuff, which looks bumpy, up and downs, lots of stuff. So that's literally how we do the sanding here. So just gonna get it close here. Yep. Yeah, so now you can see the line looks nice and smooth, very nice. Might have a couple, one here and one there, just need to sand that down. Yeah, this looks a bit wet. That needs to be done again, just a bit here. But that's fine.
morning. So-
Come in,
No,
come
no,
in,
no,
come
you
in.
come in. No, no, no.
No, come
I
in.
just, no, it's all right. Yes. Nowadays, I'm just really that, yeah, don't go behind every single thing. If they want to get attention, let them get it. I just remind them.
That's a like new tool. Well, it's not a new tool. I've had it for many donkey's years.
Since last year, before the time they did works,
Just show you how that works. Just need to hold this bit. Anyway, you open this up. You see the little studs. You just put the stuff inside it. Like that. And then you close on this. And then wrap around. Just cut here. Right, so same thing. Open. Feed. And close. And now we have a nice sanding block. See? It's good. Told you. Yeah. Let's carry on this one. Very good. Before sanding. Look how ugly this is now. See? Yeah, that's ugliest bit. And now let's do the sanding. Right, now, this looks good, feels good all the way. This also feels good, which matters. That feels good, which is really good. And this is a bit bumpy. So what we're gonna do is just sand a little bit of that to make it smoother. And we should be good to go. So that's pretty much done. Also, the bit that I didn't like, put a little filler again. And just that bit, once it's dry, we'll sand it down again. We got one more bit. This. Don't, well, this will. That looks fantastic. So here. Smooth. And nice, smooth. Just that bit I have here. Yeah, that bit I saw. Probably gonna fill that in as well. Don't like that. It's an old one. We're done here. So now the door is finished. Well, it needs painting. Wall needs painting, door needs painting. The frame, I mean. Also, this will be sanded up now, so we'll sand this up now. And this is ready for paint. So I just got the paint from B&Q to match this one, hopefully. And then we'll, should be good to go. So the paint I just bought was the Dulux, where is it gone? This one. Matte white finish, and it's the Easy Care. I love the color I'm painting now, and it looks brilliant. I absolutely love it to pieces. The bit that I don't like about this, well, this paint is actually super latex. It's called from Lyland. I love it. The problem with it though is that it's not easy to clean. So say for instance someone scratched it with a pen or pencil. To use a sponge, wet sponge, to clean it off, you'll actually be taking off some of the paint off the walls, and you probably would need to repaint over time, and it's not really ideal. So usually, I mean, even though when I checked with B&Q, they did say it's meant for first coat and final finish, but I don't think it's there yet. I mean, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, but the problem is usability. I'll be using a lot of things, you know, touch in and out. TVs will be hanging like here. You know, electronics, PCs, all sorts of stuff will be happening in here. So I need this to be rigid, resilient. And the only one I could find is the Dulux. Dulux super duper thingy. Hopefully we'll like it this time, and then we'll take it from there. So
I think I made a mistake, to be honest with you. I should have sent them because they can't.
day 5. After the painting is done, the lights are in, my clothes has changed, and you can see now the nice results here. So the flooring is uncovered, the skirting board looks good, everything looks fine. Sorry, the other lights, let's just turn them on. Yeah, so it's all looking good, and the light switches are back, so the sockets are all okay installed and everything. Yeah, the other bits to cover is the skirting board, so we'll do that later. And this baby here, the woodwork. So the wood is MDF. It looks well, new and ugly. We need to fix that up. Also paint that bit covered, and we'll do the door as well. So that's the bit we saw earlier. Now it looks really good. Just need painting. Also I've filled this up. Well, sorry. Removed where's it gone? That thing was hanging out of the wall like that. An old picture or something made by the old owner or something. So that's removed. Filled in and sanded out. Looks nice and smooth. And now I'm going to start doing the woodwork. So before I touch anything, I'm going to put some masking tape around it just to make sure the whole thing is, you know, just don't damage the wood, if that makes any sense. So we're now masking. Let's just do it from this side. Might be best. Now we are on getting to the final stages of this whole thing. So as you can see, the door looks almost there. We need to paint, so we need that color, which is cornflower white from Dulux. Last worked it out because I'd taken a sample there, and you just take a sample and do it on the wall like this. And if it's, the color will tell you if it's the same or not. So yeah, you can see the sample I did is actually here, but it's not really showing because this is exactly the same color. So that looks good now. Now that's going to be the gray or the cornflower white. This is going to be white to match the rest of the house. Now that we masked, you can see the tape masking from here, there. Masked also the top bit as well. This is also masked. Throughout the door is also masked, because what we're going to do is going to paint this door. So basically, they paint this wall, that wall, and then all the way. So just 1, 2, 3 kind of painting going on. So let's get the ball rolling. And that should be clear enough. It's a bit, well. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Right. You can see the difference. This is not the same color as this, but this is because this is wet, this is dry. I am praying to God that this, when it dries, it becomes that. When I use this sample here, it did, oh my God, my wife shouts when she talks. Shut up, right. Yeah, when I use this on that wall, it kind of disappeared and dissolved in minutes. I don't know about this one. This is a mix from B&Q, and the lady swore on her mother's grave that it's definitely the same color. She mixed it for me and she said yes now. Anyway, there's a mistake. I forgot to mask that bit, and there's going to be a pain to keep like this. So just take a wet sponge and get rid of it. Mind you, if it doesn't go away, we'll paint it with white anyway. I don't like that. I'll probably paint it with white instead. Wait for this to dry, mask it, then paint it white. It should work. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, this one it's drying out, but you can see now here, it's coming up, I think. I think it is matching with the original color, so that looks good so far. I am okay-ish about this so far. So at the edges, make sure they're happily ever after. White sponge, that's all you need. See that? Yes. Hey there, just painted the color, finished painting it now. I don't like the difference. Maybe it hasn't dried well yet, but I can clearly see the difference between those two. So the old one is grayish, which is nice. The new one is bluish, which I'm not really keen on. This is what B&Q gave me, and it should match the color. But hopefully, when tomorrow might dry or something, I'll change the color to a nice one. Anyway, just to keep going on this, I am masking the door. Or what I painted already. Now it looks dry, so it's all good. I'm gonna mask this bit because I need to start painting the frame, the skeleton boards, and the woodwork. So I'll get that done now. And I don't think I'll need the ladder anymore. Foam type. It's quite good for wood, I like it. Does nice job. Gives a nice clean gloss finish, which I look forward to. So now I'm going to cover this with a bag. Be back in a minute. Okay. Priming is now complete. If you look, it looks ugly, which is meant to be, because that's a prime. It just basically means the wood will suck the colour in, and tomorrow, once the whole thing is dry, we will sand it off slightly, just to make it smooth, and then paint it with a real colour. This will be absolutely fine, and I look so forward to it tomorrow. This is also the similar thing. It looks horrible because I just need the wood to suck the colour in and just settle by tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Nice and easy. Look how ugly this looks. All looks streaky, lines all over the place, horrible, not nice, you name it. But mainly this is all to do with priming. Prime, use this Leyland prime color, beautiful, love it. Now we're done with this, we're going to be using the real paint, Mr. Leyland Trade acrylic thingy. Anyway, it's good. This one we don't need anymore, so just going to chuck it on all the tools and stuff. Today we'll be needing this brush, but before I do that, I will need to mix the paint. So let me just put this down here. Right. Yeah, so prior to painting, we have to make sure that we do the sanding to ensure there's no nastiness in place. So I'm just gonna put this on the tripod with power this time. So let's come slightly further down. How about this? Looks like 240 is good. I don't mind going slightly higher, which is fine now. But this should work for now. Right. Just a bit. Don't need to do too much. Most importantly, don't go crazy on the sanding. Just a bit. It'll work.
See the difference when you sand and paint, how beautiful this becomes. This below one is the old, well not old, this is painted and sanded, the kind of ugly version. This is how it should look like now. See, looks like a wall using that brush or that roller, and it looks brilliant. So I really like it.